And hello, everybody.
What is up, people of the internet?
Yellow.
Yellow. Yaldy.
Was good.
Is this the part where we say hello?
No,
Yeah, I think there's
it's not.
Hello.
It's not. This is where you say goodbye.
Oh,
Goodbye.
You say hello. Sorry.
arrivederci.
Reba Dirty.
Reba McIntyre.
Got him.
We need a good solid opening.
We do.
need
We
to come up with
do, but I
something.
think we just got one.
We need to like
Just stick with that. Reba Dirty.
arrivederci.
Swear to God.
Someone
Anyway.
in Italy is cringing so hard right now.
Exactly.
We
Is it you?
We
Oh yeah, I'm in Italy.
Hello, everyone on the internet. Remnant Gamer.
what do we call our followers?
What?
Fellow remnants.
I don't think we have a name for our followers yet.
We need a name for our followers so we can come up with what do you want to be called? Let's ask the chat.
Let's just.
That is way too much responsibility.
That's a lot of responsibility, and we're gonna get a whole lot of answers we don't want.
What do you want to be called?
I want to be called Gremlin Felcher. No.
You know what? Maybe I shouldn't have asked you.
Simba. Remember who you are.
I typed it twice and I spelled it wrong both times. I was like, gosh damn it. Just put those two together and look in the chat, put those two together and we'll see what comes out of that.
You all want to be called? What do all want to be called?
Blade says the Dustborn.
The Dustborn.
I'm going to call everybody my little dust bunnies.
Dust
This has
bunnies?
been Remnant Gamer. Time.
How would that work with an opening? It was like, welcome all you dust bunnies.
Oh boy.
Gather around, dust bunnies. It's time for a story.
That is
I'm not upset with that.
really no, that's hokey as hell.
I'm not mad at it.
I'm mad.
He's not mad at it. Welcome. Gather around, dust bunnies.
I am angry with it.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
There you
Oh,
It
that's
could
the
work.
worst.
That's more accurate.
It could
The
work.
worst.
It was like gather around, children. You've tuned in to the Remnant Gamers podcast, the Gammy Award-winning video game podcast in Jacksonville.
Jacksonville?
Oh, shit.
Val. This is like Lat's version of
Jacksonville.
Paul Bearer.
Yes.
Nobody rings their hands that much.
Wait.
God.
What's
Rest
the
in
order
peace,
do we
Paul
have?
Bearer.
What's the order do we have? And over to my left, we have the magnificent Starlake Stag of deliciousness, Cyril. Yes.
He's turning into the Crypt Keeper.
Hello, kitties. Welcome
And this-
to the Remnant Gamers.
That's pretty good.
And tonight will be the last podcast from the Remnant Gamers.
No, it's not. Don't believe him. He lies.
Don't believe everything you hear on the internet. Except that one time that Nigerian prince offered you money. That was totally legit and you fell through.
Oh yeah, you
I'm
missed
still
out.
waiting on
You missed out.
I've already spent that money and gone back to being poor again.
Yeah, exactly. Sucks that it was only a Monopoly money, though.
Here above me, we have the magnificent maestro of maliciousness, Muse.
Hello. I like this.
I want him to keep going. Who am I?
Yeah. Just...
And
Yeah,
here
good job.
above me, we have the jastically jack off of juiciness, Jono.
The jastically jack off of juiciness.
Again, I'm not mad at this.
I'm not mad at that one. That's a good one.
Oh my god.
I
There's not enough J words.
I'm a little torn on that.
Majestically
And,
jack off.
and
I had
lastly,
it.
we have the lustfully ludicious Latuan, the direct edition.
Well, it has to go with the D direct or D.
No.
Mm,
You left it to us.
Okay.
you put it in my-
I break the rule. I'm a rule breaker. Breaking all the rules.
The luscious lasciviousness.
All right, I'll write that down for next.
Give
Yeah,
it
we'll
a
just
care.
we'll jot it down. What are you? You okay over there? You took us on a roller coaster ride for a second. Oh, everyone hands up.
Uh,
Ah!
uh,
What was that noise?
you guys weren't ready. You guys weren't ready.
Oh yeah.
I was there with you. What are you talking about?
God,
Hmm.
y'all.
Quite.
Okay, so
What you thought was a roller coaster ride was a massive orgasm.
Wow.
It came all the way from Miami. It was a 7.7.
is it like a tidal wave? Was it just rolling on in?
Yeah, 7.7 on a Richter scale.
Just rolling orgasms, just sweeping the
Yes.
nation?
Just
I mean, am I the only one? No one else felt that?
Just
I mean-
a rogue
I mean,
Gizmodo
I saw
rolling through
Jono had his
town.
hands up, so I thought he was feeling it too.
No, wasn't what I was feeling.
You thought. Oh boy.
In case you didn't
All
know,
right,
this podcast
so-
is rated M for mature.
Quite.
Basically.
Quite.
So that's the introductions. We're all here.
Yes.
We made it. We made it to February, guys.
We did.
January.
Wait, most of us is here. Don't forget Chibi.
True.
Yeah. She
Can't
got
forget
KO'd.
Chibi, well, she's not permanently KO'd. She's what's the word? Incapacitated for the moment.
Yes.
Yes.
She
Partially
she's
KO'd.
sketching on some home stuff. So she's not gonna be here for this particular one, but we did all make it collectively to February,
We did.
even though January was quite arduous.
That it was.
Amen to that.
I certainly feel. Oh, did you not hear about World War III?
Yeah, that was a close one.
Our third what is it? Centennial horrible virus outbreak.
Oh yeah, our wonderful just natty ice virus.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the Modelo virus.
Modelo virus.
Yeah, it's broken out.
The Dos
Once every
Equis virus.
Once every 100 years, a huge virus breakout happens in our world, and like clockwork, it's happening.
Yeah,
So-
you're not lying. Wasn't it like a couple summers ago? It was Ebola.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
No.
I'm being totally serious. In 1820, 1920, and now 2020, we've had a world disease outbreak.
Yeah, it's literally every 100 years is a plague. But so funny thing on top of that, this is completely unrelated podcast, but related to that specific thing. Australia has been on fire since the beginning of the year. Then was struck with floods because of the rain and their very dry lands.
Yep.
And as of last week, there was 141 people who arrived on the plane from China who also had the coronavirus. So now they're exposed directly to that.
Yeah.
This year is very just fucked up for Australia.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
And sadly, China's death toll has now ticked up over 300.
Yep.
Just from the virus.
It spiked up over 150 in the last week and a half.
Yeah. And on top of that, the screenshot, or I can't confirm that it is the actual ground zero for it in China, but if you've all seen the logo of the hospital that is dubbed ground zero for the outbreak.
Don't tell me it looks like the umbrella virus.
It looks like the umbrella logo.
Umbrella logo.
Instead of red, it's teal. Yeah, it's white and teal.
And then there was something else about Corona being an anagram for raccoon.
It is.
If you
Mhm.
add a C, yeah.
Yeah, if you add another C,
It
Mhm.
all
or you
makes
just
sense.
say it with a stutter, it's Corona.
Versus
It
Yeah,
all
Corona.
makes sense.
It sure does.
They need to get into a hotel or something over there.
Well,
What's
I
a
mean,
hot?
we need to have a new Resident Evil come out. I think is what's gonna
Oh, is
happen.
Well-
that what it's saying?
Well,
Yeah.
ironically, we got an announcement for a new Resident Evil.
Yeah.
We got a teaser for Resident Evil 8.
Yeah.
Mm,
You know, because that
I
isn't
don't-
completely coincidental to any of this.
Yeah. No.
exactly.
So all of this has been a marketing ploy for the new Resident
I
Evil.
know, right?
It's a
Capcom
very,
released an actual virus in China.
very viral campaign.
for for a viral campaign, a literal viral campaign.
Yeah. Very viral.
This is a hell of a marketing tactic, Capcom. What are you guys doing?
Mm, I'm totally like, yeah, I've always liked Capcom, but their latest offerings of literally everything, I will gladly just buy from them now. They've been treating their games well these days.
Well, yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
they learned after
Capcom is always great.
After
in my
6.
opinion.
after Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
Oh god, yeah.
They've been on an upward spiral after that downward spiral.
Yes.
Then because
Mm,
me
What?
and Moose had a chance to run through Monster Hunter.
Yeah, buddy.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So Capcom's cranking out some good stuff.
And Resi 3 remake. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm honestly more stoked for the Resi 3 remake than RE8.
Yeah, same. I mean, it's got
for a remake right now.
it's got two of my favorite things in the world in it. It's got Nemesis and the Master of Unlocking.
Yeah, and Carlos Oliveira.
Yeah, well,
I would say that I think Resident Evil is going to be pretty good. Of the 8, it's going to be pretty good. And probably the reason why you're more excited for the 3 remake is because you at least know what to expect and you don't want to be disappointed.
You know what? You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Because I feel that way about a lot of games that have come out and that are coming out. Like, for
Mhm.
example, Watch Dogs 3. I hear a lot of mixed feelings, which are understandable, of course. But I hear a
mean,
lot of mixed feelings about Watch Dogs because they're like, well, 1 wasn't what it was supposed to do. 2 was kind of there, but, 3 is hopefully going to be better. But,
Mhm.
did you play the other Watch Dogs
that
game, Servo?
things- Yes.
So I really enjoyed, like, 2 was great. 1, I enjoyed bits of it. I learned how to play poker from Watch Dogs 1
Right.
That's pretty.
because
To
that's
be
all I
honest,
did.
I really enjoyed 1. I'm one of those people that I can easily ignore other people's opinions about games, hence
Yeah.
why I love Mass Effect so much.
Yeah,
Including 1 and 3 and Andromeda.
I enjoyed 1 and 3.
so-
Andromeda, I can't
so
follow
what-
you with.
So when it happens.
Yeah.
So when it comes to whatchamacallit, Watch Dogs and the Watch Dogs Legion is what I was trying to pull out of my brain.
Mhm.
I honestly, I'm like, I'm ready. I'm just like, yeah, let me play it now because I know I'm gonna like it. There hasn't been a Watch Dogs yet that I haven't liked, so I doubt that they'll disappoint me. I can't speak for everybody else.
I'm a little afraid. I enjoyed the Watch Dogs, the first one, until I beat the game.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Everything else, all the other missions afterwards were just a bit repetitive.
Did you like
yeah.
the hidden barcodes? The hidden QR codes?
I like those.
See,
I
I
thought
never
that was
found. I didn't
badass.
go through the hidden barcodes. After I beat the
Oh,
game, I was
man,
just kind of
see,
like,
that was for me.
I thought that was
for
really
me.
smart.
I felt like that was
Yeah.
that was like feature made for me to like because as soon as I saw 1, I was like, what?
Mhm.
the parts that I did like was hacking into like the private PCs and then finding like little Easter eggs.
Oh
Like
yeah,
That was
yeah,
good.
like there was one with
Oh, yeah.
was it Aisha Taylor? like one of the voice actors.
Mhm.
If you hacked in a certain computer, she'd be talking on the phone or something like that, and you can find out who it is. I enjoyed that a great deal. It was like all of the celebrities and stuff that were showing up that they name in there, and they got to do voice act
Mm.
that they got to do like voice work for it. I enjoyed that.
I also like walking around and just like looking at people's info as you're passing by them. Like some people, they had like little Easter eggs of like one person was Bruce Wayne, basically,
Right.
and
Right.
things like that. Like those are smart little things as you pass by people.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
I'm a
thought the
fan.
second one added more variety.
Yeah.
So I was glad of that. I enjoyed the second one. But with Legion coming out, I fear it's gonna be another. What was the team-based Assassin's Creed? Unity.
Unity.
Unity. Yeah.
I don't think
And-
anything's going to be as bad as Unity. I think Ubisoft really learned their lesson with that one.
I hope so. I worry when they start adding, because the Legion,
they haven't made a bad
it's just
Assassin's
such
Creed
a-
since then.
Yeah,
true.
yeah. But this one is such a far leap from the original two. That single player that you play throughout the game. So
I would say that that's true, but only to a certain extent because from what we've seen so far, each character has like their own little single player campaign,
right.
and you just kind of like weave in and out of each character. And then I feel like there's for me one big thing is the amount of replayability that comes with that something like that.
Right. Yeah.
So I would say that would be good, but I just hope that they took the time that they did with like Watch Dogs 2. I thought the story was really solid for 2.
Mhm.
So I hope
agree.
that they took the same amount of time with each character, even because there's so many options that they really flesh it out. Because I'm gonna be that person that's gonna go and find every person and play it as many times as I need to.
Right.
That's just how I am.
I totally get that.
So like when you find a character in a game, like I don't know, you guys played Dragon Age Inquisition.
Yeah.
There was some characters in that I felt like they made them options as far as like romantic, partners or playable characters. And then they were just kind of like, well, we kind of need this guy, but we don't really have a good story to put with them. So we're going to kind of make them this personality and this generic fantasy storyline that's going to go along with it.
You're not wrong.
I mean, but it was BioWare, so it's not as bad. I kind of like, but yeah, there was
Yeah.
some characters I was like, this character feels flat. I'm not playing it.
Very generic
Yeah.
person type A.
Mhm.
Yeah. Dude 1 and Dude 4.
Yeah.
Okay, so before we start getting further into any topics or anything, we should let people know what our podcast today is for, because we're at the final end of our week-long stretch for charity.
Absolutely.
Indeed.
And what are we raising money for?
Well, we started talking about it a little bit earlier with the the January events.
We did.
Yeah.
We are raising money to help Australia recover from just the horrible slew of things that has occurred to them, mostly the ongoing fire.
Yeah, the absolute misfortunes.
Any and all relief towards them, which I did post the link in chat. And then if you are listening to this on the audio or on YouTube, the links will be in the descriptions for that as well. But actually, I should probably extend the date of this for audio podcast listeners now that I'm thinking about it. But yeah, any and all donations towards that are greatly appreciated. Tiltify is doubling all donations towards things. So anything that you do give, they will give as well. And anything that we can do to help relief for anyone who is affected by this, which I know a few people who are over there and who have been. So it is a big deal.
Yes.
Agreed. So yes, do what you can, folks. It is greatly appreciated.
Hater. Hateration.
Hateration.
So
Oh.
first topic of the night.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. What do you got? What's going on?
What you got?
I got nothing.
Oh, okay. Well, goodbye, guys.
Nah, I'm kidding. I haven't, even though I haven't played it in a while, I kind of gave it a break so I can knock out some of my backlog. But
Mhm.
with the lead up to Apex Legends Season 4,
Oh, that trailer for what's his
for
name? Remnant?
Revenant, yeah,
Mhm.
That
not
was
Remnant,
such
Revenant.
a cool trailer. Like,
Although if he is called Remnant, that
I think it's
You guys
Remnant.
are
I
pretty
think I'm
excited
just
about
thinking
that?
about us. Yeah.
I don't play Apex, so
Basically they've
I
had this data leak for like since the game launched of all the characters that are going to be released down the line. One of them was called
really?
Forge. He was this nice like business suit looking dude. He was a little buff. He was supposed to be like the next character that comes out right now.
yeah.
They decided, nah, fuck that. And they released this crazy cyborg assassin named Revenant who comes in and then murders Forge in the trailer, showing you, nah, we got rid of this idea.
that was the most awesome thing that I've ever seen. I don't think I've ever seen any type of marketing like that before because they released like posters and posts and like new character Apex Legends for Forge and like have his name in the bright lights and everything. And then
Mhm.
they finally released like a little teaser trailer where he's supposedly giving an interview and
Mhm.
they're talking about his up and coming and he's like, yeah, Hammond Robotics has sponsored me from the beginning. He has like a robotic arm and shield. He's like, Hammond Robotics have sponsored me, and I'm a classic MMA fighter. The legends need to watch out for me. They need to watch out for me. I challenge any of them to bring it hand to hand. And he's going on and on like that throughout the video. And then this robotic figure like appears behind him and just runs him through. They don't show it, but they showed like the woman who's giving an interview, like blood splatters on her face and shit like
Oh
that.
man, that's cool.
And then the next thing that I see is like the new character coming to Apex Legends, Revenant. I'm like, well, gosh damn, they really did kill Forge.
Yep.
Yeah,
It was
I gotta give him mad props for that.
That's
it
pretty
was
cool.
it was a good reveal. Honestly, it was a very good bait and switch for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you played the Halloween event, Revenant was I think he was the guy that was responsible for raising like the dead.
Yeah.
Mm.
Or when you played the opposite, you were able to go back to Kings Canyon and play a type of what was the game called? After you die,
It was
it was
basically
like you were
zombies.
contagious.
It
Yeah, it
was
was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty much zombies.
it
Once you
was
get killed, then
infection mode from
you're a
Halo 3.
zombie. Right.
Yeah.
They exactly. So and then I think Revenant was responsible for that when they released that little teaser gameplay around Halloween.
That was a really fun
Mhm.
event too.
It
Actually pretty
was.
solid. I wish that was a regular game mode, and I wish that you had the choice between going back to Kings Canyon or not.
Well, you're supposed to be able to, and the next season starts Tuesday. I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
Mm.
I have to delve back into some more Apex Legends. I got a pretty stable team at work that we usually play every now and then. I haven't but I have, like I said, in like the last 3 weeks, I've given it a break. Um,
Mm.
but with this new
Yeah, it's
season
2020.
coming
It's
up on
backlog
Tuesday,
cracking time.
That's right.
yeah.
Exactly.
But with this new season coming up, I'm pretty excited. But you said Kings Canyon. I think you're going to be able to choose which map you can go to,
Okay.
and Kings Canyon is one of
Yeah.
those choices.
Nice.
It'd be neat if they give a third map option and then just kind of have like a voting system between the maps, kind of like how Halo did.
Mm.
That'd be pretty fun.
I forgot how they say this. I know they were talking about there's going to be two maps, and you're going to be queued into one of two maps. But I don't know if you can choose it right off the back, or you have to unlock it, or how that's going to play out.
It could be like Black Ops 4, where they just kind of let you queue in, and then the matchmaker chooses.
Mm,
Mm.
okay, yeah.
That'd be neat. I want custom games. I want to be able to just do private matches.
Yeah. Speaking
That
of
would be nice.
customs and creative,
Mhm.
Fortnite, the next chapter of Fortnite starts on the 20th of this month. I don't know if you guys play Fortnite. I don't, but
I don't.
I read about that.
I don't
For
play
any
Fortnite,
Fortnite
but I
players
enjoy
out there,
watching you dance.
I'm about
yes,
30
yeah, the
years
dance
too
was,
old for
was
that game.
enjoyable. In case you
Anyway,
guys weren't aware, I flossed on my stream yesterday.
yeah, you did. It's great. 10 out of 10. Every dental
You're
hygienist
happy
agreed with that
busy.
flossing.
I do it once a year. Blood everywhere.
God, that's a little
Ouch.
much.
That
Yeah,
that sounds like a
right,
very
I'm just like-
vigorous flossing.
Yeah.
Well, when
think
you only
you'd-
floss once a year.
Just yoink
Just
it and then
never doing that motion again.
Got him.
Well, speaking of once a year flossing,
Oh,
it seems like that's something that Google Stadia is going to need to do.
Mm,
it's gonna have to be way more than once a year for them. They
yeah.
are it is a rough time for Stadia owners.
Apparently, their player base is plummeting.
Uh-oh.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, very rightfully so. It's been over a month without any news or information about anything coming down the line. They are, let's see, they had a 3-month period from when the launch started to now, to where your trial period for having the free Stadia Pro program or subscription or whatever, it's basically coming to an end, and there's been no information on the free version of it, if they're going to continue the paid subscription, if there's going to be anything new added to it. Lad is either frozen or asleep right now, and I can't really tell which one it is. Um,
Yeah, I'm not really sure right now.
we're going with sleep. Lad is very much asleep.
Yeah,
Good night, sweet prince.
He's so tired. He's so
You
tired.
tuck it out right in that spot right there, just like that.
But yeah, so they've gone and they've said that we've got like all these big dreams and like hype for I think they said 60 games that are coming down the line. But
Stop looking at it.
60 games that are supposed to release this year without any news on any first party games. They've basically just got a catalog of old games on there right now and no information on what else is going to be free. It's kind of looking rough right now.
Yeah,
For
and
the
the
Stadia.
thing is that all the fans are wanting right now. It's not like they're wanting anything huge. They just want a little bit of fucking transparency. That's
Yeah.
all that anyone is asking for right now, and Google just isn't giving it up. And it's like, come on, even if you got to be like, hey, we fucked up. This is a horrific launch, but we're gonna make it better. Like, even if Google came out and said some shit like that, people would be happy. Like, okay, I mean, this is the internet. Not everyone's going to be happy, of course, but people would be happier with something.
So,
Various.
but I mean, it's not like Google has a very known like reputation with saying, yeah, we've officially dropped that project. They just kind of silently let things die.
Yeah,
Like
True.
all
thing
of
is-
their beta projects of the past.
yeah, like Google Glass, and there is
Yeah.
there is a website that somebody put together of all of Google's dropped projects.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
no, it's like 100 and
Quite
something
large.
projects.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
quite freaking large. And but the thing is though, is usually when Google drops a project, they don't release it to the public first and start a subscription service. They usually kill that shit in advance.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully it comes, they come up with something in short, order, because otherwise the whole thing is just gonna, I mean, it's really hard to get people back to a platform that they've kind of decided that they were done with.
Yeah.
If people are kind of on the fence, you might have a chance, but Yeah, it
Mhm.
gets harder and harder the longer you wait,
Exactly.
especially with gamers. Like,
Yeah, that's a tough
you lose our,
market.
yeah, you lose our
Yeah.
faith. It's lost.
Oh yeah. Segueing into a company that had no transparency into a company that had a little too much transparency. Did y'all see the release of Warcraft 3 Remastered? Came
Oh,
out,
yes,
and it's one is a crap remake, highly disappointing.
yes.
Nothing from the trailers was in the actual game. It was very shoddily done. But the thing that actually got people's goats, um, y'all are familiar with a little game called Dota, I assume.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
you know, and the whole reason that was successful was because in Warcraft 3, Ice Frog and and a couple other dudes created a Dota custom map, and then they ran
Mhm.
with it, and then they made it huge, and Valve bought it.
Hmm.
It was the proprietary idea, it was the IP of Ice Frog and Company that did Dota. That's not going to happen anymore because Blizzard rolled out in their terms of service agreement that you have to agree to play Warcraft 3 Remastered that any and all creations that you put together that work with Warcraft 3 Remastered are
It's
the
owned by
sole
Blizzard.
property of Blizzard Entertainment and cannot be utilized for monetary gain of the creator.
Yep.
They own your custom maps as soon as you put it on BattleNet. Fuck that shit. Don't y'all have phones? What the fuck, Blizzard?
I think
Like,
that means they're going to end up with some kind of battle between Nintendo because Pokemon Defense has been in Warcraft 3 for I don't know, a little over a decade, and
yeah.
they put Warcraft or Pokemon Defense on the Reforged already
Ooh.
because
And
I've got
that's now
friends who
the
are
sole
playing it.
propriety. Oh, that's the sole property of Blizzard Entertainment now. A Pokemon game in ooh.
Hey Nintendo, you're welcome. I'll take my royalty cut now.
Hmm.
Uh,
So I guess the answer is then
convenience
we just
fee.
start releasing copyrighted content all over our custom creations on BattleNet, make it the property of Blizzard, and make them eat shit for this. Just a thought.
But we didn't give you that thought.
No, it's just a thought that was in the stratosphere, separate from us here tonight.
We just pulled it out and vocalized it. It's not our idea.
Yeah, kinda.
I'll take it as my idea.
Unless we get money out of it, in which case,
Exactly.
okay,
Yeah.
it's definitely
Hit
our
me up.
idea. Slide into my DMs after this. I'll send you some cosplay foot pics.
You gonna have
But yeah,
people
and not to
waiting on
mention that the
those
game was
cameras.
really glitchy and that they took an already working UI and changed it into a not so great UI. I
Yeah.
don't understand why you would do that, but they did. They did that.
Yeah. And even the change was lazy too. Like everything about Warcraft 3 Reforged just just looks lazy. It
It's a
looks
little
like a
janky.
fan mod, like an
I
HD
mean,
texture mod by fans.
honestly, I felt the same way when they did the remaster for StarCraft.
Oh
It
yeah.
it was
Yeah.
it was very much just an HD texture pack that
It really was.
like just repackaged and sold again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, the StarCraft one was such a tough call because the thing is the jankiness of the game engine itself was kind of part of the allure of it, to me at least. Like how dragoons just they don't know what the fuck they're doing and stuff. Like the mutalisks, mutaballs and stuff like that. Like some of the jankiness of that game was really, I don't know, it felt good, man, but it's tough.
It's very tough.
They
Yeah.
fucked up still though. They
Well,
fucked up.
what's really funny to me is looking at those elements like separately or
Mhm.
in a different game. It's honestly things that have happened in games before, which playing it, not having read the reviews and things like that, I
Mhm.
honestly probably would have never noticed that because like I
Right.
didn't watch really the trailer, so like saying, like, for example, the cutscenes were not in the game, I would be like, oh, really? Okay, my bad. Like, I guess I'm a bad, Warcraft fan. But
Mhm.
then it seems like there's been on Metacritic, there's been a review bombing campaign,
Yeah, it's been a
and
heavy review bomb.
it's the lowest they've ever had on any game,
Yeah.
and it's pretty intense.
I think I saw it at like a 4.8. Like,
It was at a 0.5.
oh,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
what it
they-
was.
they-
That's what it was.
Yeah,
Straight up destroyed.
yeah, that's like probably a few points below, whole points below the lowest game that they've ever had on there.
Yeah.
So yeah, people are making a concerted effort to uh, ruin the game's reputation because of,
Yeah.
I guess, how upset they are.
Yeah.
Which is
I
unfortunate, to
mean,
be honest, because again, even a game with shortcomings, it's not a bad game. It's still Warcraft 3.
Yeah.
mhm. A lot of the backlash is simply because of that terms of service agreement.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, again,
It's-
unless if you're not making custom maps, then like me, I don't have a gripe. So
Yeah, but as a consumer of custom maps, though, it gets me because what incentive as a content creator would I have if I were a map maker and Blizzard was like, yeah, if you make something, we own it. So I mean, you can just make it because you like us, right?
I
We're
mean,
not gonna make shit for you.
I mean,
It's
if you
probably
enjoy the
honestly,
game,
like-
yeah, you could.
it's like a business decision to prevent things from like Dota happening again, or like
Yeah, I mean, if they went.
auto chess
It-
was
Yeah, if they
huge.
could have taken a step back in the future and said the same thing about the original Warcraft 3, they would be that much richer right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
They really would.
So, yeah, of course, they're gonna put that in the legality.
right.
It would be stupid not to, from a business point of view.
Yeah, but it's really, what are you willing to sacrifice though in order to make sure you catch on to the next big hype train? Like,
Not money.
Yeah,
Not-
absolutely not money.
yeah. I don't know. I totally get it from a business perspective. I'm not going to hate on them from a business perspective. I get it. It's just, it's already an old ass game. You just put a fresh coat of paint on it. What's going to bring people back is a new creation engine for custom maps. It's legitimately what's going to bring people back. I don't see the pro scene for this exploding, like it used to be back in the day when it was, brand spanking new. I just, it's tough. It's tough for me because I don't see any incentive for a content creator to even bother with making any maps anymore for Warcraft.
It's a good point. I mean, honestly, uh, the way I feel about as far as RTS goes,
Mhm.
StarCraft and Warcraft related, in the Blizzard realm, they should already be, working on something new instead of, like you said, kind of rehashing old stuff. Even though they're
Yeah.
gonna, because there's people out there who want it, and like again myself, like I picked it up
Mhm.
because I knew I wanted to play it regardless of the issues.
Yeah.
Um, but at the same time, I would love to see something a little bit new and different. Heroes of the
Okay.
Storm was a great idea. It's not as popular as probably they wanted it to be, but at the same
Well,
time,
they shot it in the foot pretty damn quick, unfortunately.
exactly. So I think that they need to do something a little, not necessarily different, but they need something new. They need a
Mhm.
new storyline. They need a new I need a new RTS to play.
Yeah,
I
they
want
just
I
need
want to
something
play.
fresh.
Yeah, I want to play something like that. Even if it's set in a I don't know, in Diablo. Set it in fucking Overwatch. I don't care. Make it
Yeah.
fun.
Or a brand new IP, fuck it.
There you go. They got a lot of IPs out there that they could pull from too.
Yeah.
Boy, if only we could have gotten StarCraft Ghost.
Dude.
Huh.
Hmm.
I stopped
The world that could have been.
I stopped wiping that tear when I was like, I don't know, 15,
I'll
16.
never stop wiping that tear. That tear is
I
eternal.
feel like that's a lost cause right there.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. Blizzard is just on the perpetual path of fucking up, and I hate seeing that. Like,
Sounds
pretty
like
much
EA.
fucking yeah, basically. It's like I don't know if it was Activision's fault or or the new management at
It's
Blizzard or what.
definitely Activision.
Yeah. But it's just the downfall has been severe, and I hate it because I was such a Blizzard fanboy for so long, and now because of all of their bullshit, I've completely uninstalled everything, and I haven't touched one since the Hearthstone fiasco
Mhm.
with them siding with China. I was just like, fuck these guys. Did a hard 180, and it sucks. I hate that I did it, but I felt like I had to.
I have no moral compass. I'm playing World of Warcraft right now.
Damn. Well, yeah, if you want to talk about moral compass, what about this guy who, uh, this Twitch streamer who faked his suicide?
Oh
Oh,
my
I didn't get to look into that. What happened with that?
He was a Halo pro.
Uh-huh.
He put some type of cryptic message all across his social media feeds, and I've yet to figure out why he went through this entire length of doing this. But he put a cryptic message on his social media feeds.
Mm-hmm.
Then everything went dark. All of his social media just went dark. And the next thing you know, there was a post that said that he was in the hospital.
Oh, that froze again.
Mm-hmm.
Right as we were getting to the juice of the story.
Yeah.
Right?
He kind of
We
looks
were
like a.
so freaking
And attempted
close.
suicide.
Oh,
And
oh,
outward,
What?
he's kind of back.
Ozarks.
Are you back?
Did I leave out?
You
Did I-
left out.
Damn it,
There
am
you
I
are.
glitching?
There you
Yeah,
are.
you straight up. Yeah.
Okay, so we left you at or someone said something about him being in the hospital.
Mm.
Oh, that was his post that he was in the hospital for an attempted suicide.
Uh-huh.
And,
Okay.
and then the team that he was with came out and said that's not true. He didn't try to attempt suicide at all. This was a scam. And he's actually getting help for intense anxiety and depression issues.
Mm.
Oh, okay. So that kind of explains it.
But yeah, he never attempted the suicide. And then after his team released that information, he actually just made a post that said he was sorry. And that was it.
Uh,
Yeah.
I mean, it seemed like to me, looking at it from the outside, I would say that it was probably something done, and you know,
I think it was burnout, and he didn't know a way to like just take a
yeah,
break. Because the only
Yeah.
thing he did he wrote about losing his job and struggling to find enjoying the competitive esports anymore.
mm-hmm,
Yeah.
So there's probably a lot of
And
burnout and depression.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's an extreme length to go to,
Oh yeah, of
especially
course.
Oh,
It's,
100%.
I mean, it's a little what's the word? I mean, like obviously
Over
that's something
dramatic.
that you're not that you shouldn't do. But when you're in a situation like that, and you kind of, I mean, I've seen people do that to a certain extent outside of Twitch and things like that. So
Yeah.
it's I don't want to say normal, but it's one of those
Mm.
things that happens when people they get a little too caught up in their feelings. They're like, I'm just gonna quit,
Mhm.
and some people, to them, quitting is letting everybody know that they're quitting, or planning on doing something further. And oftentimes it kind of blows up in their face because then they realize
yeah,
that they need help.
Yeah.
or someone brings to their attention that they need help.
Yeah, like, hey,
Yeah.
you realize what you're saying, what you're putting out there to people, and then it kind of they get the wake up call.
Hmm.
Yeah. So hopefully in his case, he's getting better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fingers
Hopefully, he's at
crossed.
least getting the help that he needs now.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And
Yeah,
if he was
yeah,
burnt out, at least
he
now he
actually
can have some rest.
There you go.
he actually went to the length. I'm not just he didn't fake the suicide, but he went to the length of using his cousin's account to set up a GoFundMe for his funeral.
Oh wow.
Mhm.
Oh,
Okay. That's a little bit beyond the realm of
normality.
mentally
Yeah.
disturbed actions.
Yeah, so people started donating to that too.
Yikes.
That's-
Yeah, that's a little bit fucked.
Yeah, that's a little much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, he definitely deserves to at least sit in a courtroom for a while and have someone else help him figure out what he deserves to do
Yeah.
to repay for that having been done.
Mm.
Who is it? His name is Ozark, and he's part of Eastern Media GG.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm not
He's
familiar.
he's not gonna be gaming for anybody anytime soon.
No. No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they actually had to step in and release a statement. They stepped in and said that the events were orchestrated, and they apologized to anyone who was negatively affected. The GoFundMe was shut down because it reached over like $1,000.
Yikes.
Mm.
They said they appreciate the community coming together quickly, but they gonna refund everyone.
They would have had to have
Uh,
refunded everyone. Yeah.
yeah, they're gonna try to refund everyone that donated to the GoFundMe.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
So yeah, that was a bit crazy.
Little freaking bit.
Yeah. No joke.
Yeah. So after that happy fucking back and forth, good God.
Yeah, I was a little thrown by that one, but
Yeah,
man,
it's a little on the fucked side.
Yeah. How about some happy news instead?
Talking
That
How
was my
about-
happy
Crossing
news.
Switch?
Actually,
I was just about to say.
I wasn't gonna talk about the Animal Crossing Switch, but we can now.
What was your happy news?
My happy
What was
news
your
was
happy news?
my happy news was the Final Fantasy VII trailer that released 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
It has a fantastic soundtrack. They released the title theme song
Oh, nice.
for it, and they showed off the scene that I was waiting for this whole time, which was Cloud
Don't
and
tell me.
Mm,
Don't tell me.
Is it a
Okay. I
certain-
won't tell you at all.
You talking about a certain
Don't. No. I
Don't-
know too much about Final Fantasy VII. Don't.
Same.
Don't.
I'm not saying anything, but it's got one of the things that I've been waiting for, so
Okay.
I'll leave it at
excited
that.
to find out what that is. I'm very
Okay,
excited to
that's
find out what
fair.
that is.
I was worried
That's
they weren't
fair.
going to do it, so that's my happy news is the Final Fantasy VII trailer, and it looks
That sounds awesome.
fantastic.
That put a smile on my face.
yeah.
We have 2 months. 2 months
Dude.
patiently waiting.
Mm.
I need to beat 7 again.
Yeah.
That's what I need to do.
Dude.
It's been
Yeah,
like
play-
3 years. I need to beat it again.
I bought it when it was on discount on Steam, so all I have to do is install it.
So now we can talk about the Animal Crossing Switch.
The Animal Crossing Switch,
Hey.
which
Hooray.
I
it looks pretty sweet.
I kind of figured that they would since they released a 3DS, and whenever they released Animal Crossing on the 3DS, so it makes sense for them to do it. And it looks great. The system is like a nice like seafoam, kind of like teal, bluish.
Yes. He is
And-
pretty.
It's got like a cute little Animal Crossing design etched into the back of it.
Mm-hmm.
I really hope they're gonna sell those Joy-Cons separately because I want them.
They probably won't, but eBay.
They did for Splatoon.
Yeah.
Oh, true. That's true.
Yeah,
No,
they
you
did for the
really
Splatoon
well.
ones.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Because that's kind of my favorite color, blue. And
Yeah, I would totally do that.
I'd like to have that. That's my happy
Tiff's
news.
favorite color, blue too.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's,
Yay,
that's a
Blue
good color.
Crew.
Blue
Blue
Crew.
Oh,
It's Blue's Clues. Mm-mm.
Now there was one topic that I was kind of stoked about. I pulled
Oh?
it up.
Was
Was
it
it
was it
the
also
Atari
Animal
Hotel?
Crossing Switch?
It is. It is. It's the
Atari
Atari
Hotel.
hotels.
hell
From
yeah.
the image, which I initially was just like, oh, okay, that could be pretty badass.
Mm.
I would be excited to see what the inside is going to look like.
Yeah. If
But
that's what the outside actually looks like, I think
yeah,
that's
yeah.
just a artist rendition, not an artist
Mhm.
rendition, but just the planning, just how they plan it out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like a
and-
concept.
And for anyone
Yeah.
anyone in chat or anyone listening, it looks like the Atari symbol. I'm losing my voice apparently.
Yeah,
It looks
it's
like
a
the Atari
big, It's like a
logo.
big Atari logo made into a building. It's badass, and it's got a bunch of like red LEDs and all kinds of stuff like that on the outside. Very like
Yes.
almost like retro, but like with a cyberpunk kind of like twist on it.
I mean,
Mhm.
legitimately, it looks like
Huh.
something out of friggin' Tron.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe not cyberpunk, but it's definitely like a techno type of feel.
Yeah, so I'm super stoked on that.
Yeah, that would be dope. I can only imagine what the inside would look like, and then the rooms, and oh my god, I can't even.
Bring back the age of Atari.
Yeah, I want to go.
You're supposed to
Yes.
have 8 of them, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Where did they say they were going to be? I know they said they were going to be 8.
They were starting in Arizona and
Phoenix, Arizona's the first.
Yeah, and then once they finish that one in about 2 years or so, then they're gonna start on the next one. I'm not sure if the locations for the other ones were announced,
I don't see the
let's see.
locations in here
Yeah.
now.
but it does
They're
say
planned
8 U.S.
for
cities. So
Yeah, they're planned for Las Vegas,
yeah, I'm seeing.
Makes sense.
Denver, Chicago, Austin, Seattle, San Francisco, and San Jose.
None of those sound like Orlando.
No. Unfreaking fortunately.
That's okay though. That's a hotel. I can travel.
That's true. And you just stay the night inside the hotel if you traveled for the hotel.
Yeah. It's like, oh, what did you come to town for? To stay in a hotel.
Freaking right.
So what they're planning on including inside is spaces for VR,
Mm-hmm.
spaces for augmented reality,
That's awesome.
studios for streaming games,
Mm.
and venues for throwing esports events.
So what you're
Hey.
saying is once those open up, we might have new TwitchCon locations.
Oh, that'd be
or-
pretty sweet.
Or some con that we can go to.
There's definitely going to
Or
be
just
cons
go
that
to
happen
the
inside of
hotel and
those.
stream from here.
Yeah.
I mean, like DreamHack, you can stream directly from. CES, you can stream from.
Oh yeah,
They've
they
got.
encourage you to bring your PC.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, that would be pretty dope.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely liking this idea.
Definitely liking that idea.
Definitely liking it.
The complete absolute.
Mm-hmm.
We all know only sit steal and absolutes.
I think I was looking at some of the other topics we got. The rest of them are pretty much downers.
I mean,
Sorry, man, January.
it's just
The
it's just a year of downers. I mean, there is a couple positives. We do
week
have
of
the
delays.
PlayStation Plus lineup for next month, which
Okay,
is
yeah.
the BioShock collection and Sims 4.
Woo.
So that's a positive.
Yeah.
It's about a half positive.
And it's got BioShock in it. Got
Yeah,
BioShock
exactly.
1.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah,
plays Sims on the console, honestly?
I mean, honestly, so my only experience with The Sims is building a room to lock people into, and then setting it on fire and removing the doors. That's all I ever do in The Sims. Is find creative ways to kill people.
Yeah.
Isn't Katie a big Sims fan?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah, but hopefully she doesn't play it on console like a heathen.
Oh.
Oh,
Katie Cat, are you a heathen?
I'm
She should be
I'm
in chat.
assuming that she is a Sims fan because she just freaked out when I said it.
Oh.
You didn't make them fuck? No, I didn't make them fuck. I was only in it to kill them. You put them in a pool, you remove the ladder.
There's too much time involved in trying to get them to frick.
It's true.
They can't just climb up the side?
No, they're not smart enough. They need a ladder.
Oh, wow.
Well, in the older versions now.
They might be able to now. I think you can like become a mermaid now.
Oh boy.
I know you can become a
Something like
vampire.
that. Mm-hmm.
Again, no one asked for this.
Someone
Yeah.
probably asked for this. What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody probably did ask for it.
Sims
that was-
Sims is probably one of EA's like higher money properties besides like FIFA.
Yeah.
Probably
Yeah.
was Katie Cat who asked for it.
Yeah, it was Katie who asked for it. She was like, can you give me a Twilight expansion and also a Little Mermaid expansion? And can I have a disco expansion?
Can we make like human cat hybrid people?
That's in there. That's one of the expansions. Not even kidding.
The Cat Girls DLC.
There's one where you
Yeah.
can become zombies and one where you can become wolf people. There's just
So
everything.
in Sims 4, you can remake the movie Cats.
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah. Where do you think they got the idea
Yeah.
from?
Oh.
Yeah. Their brains.
They made Sims, but they like distorted the faces enough, and they were like, we could just do that for a remake of Cats.
There you go.
And we could just get Idris Elba in there. It'd be perfect.
Let's just get that
I-
Idris Elba in there.
I'm kind of sensing a theme here. It's like it seems like when they feel a movie's gonna be bad, they just throw Idris Elba in it.
Oh yeah.
It's like this one might suck. Let's get Idris Elba in here. He can save it.
What are you talking about? Thor was great. With the exception of Dark World. Thor was great.
What? You didn't like Dark World?
Ghost Rider 2.
I didn't like Dark World, which upsets me because it had the Doctor as the villain.
Yeah.
It was just a very bland movie for that phase 2 time period.
Yeah.
But it's also really hard to stand up to Winter Soldier.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Dark Tower.
Oh god, Dark Tower, don't even remind me. Ugh!
Oh,
One of the best
So-
book series destroyed with one movie.
with one movie.
Oh yeah.
So, you guys, I've seen this article before, and I didn't pay any attention to it then a couple weeks ago. Then
Go
it
on.
came up again after they removed League of Legends
I'm listening
off of
intently.
Twitch.
Oh, you're talking about the pro sports all moving to YouTube.
Moving to
Yes.
YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Right now,
And when I saw
Overwatch,
that-
Hearthstone, League of Legends are
Right.
all shifting, and they signed a contract where they'll premiere all of those exclusively on YouTube instead of like Twitch and things.
Right. So then the article that I mentioned popped up once again about this supposed mass exodus from Twitch.
Right.
There's not.
And I don't, yeah, and
So-
that's what I was thinking also. But
There's an
I
issue
just
with
think-
that idea because there's not a mass exodus on Twitch right now. There was a bunch of
Yeah.
people who jumped ship during the Ninja Shroud leap, and then they all jumped to Mixer, and a lot of them realized that it
Or
isn't,
YouTube gaming.
or YouTube gaming.
Mm.
And they realize that there's
Or
not
Facebook.
as much viewership or like an algorithm on there as there is on Twitch. And like, I was watching one of the Alpha Gaming channel videos, Harris Heller, who was breaking down all of the different the viewership spikes, or
Mhm.
what's the reverse of a spike? A drop?
Yeah,
Yeah.
drought sounds good.
The people who moved from Twitch to like Mixer or moved over to YouTube or Facebook, i.e. like Toast, they all lost about 75% of their viewership doing so.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So it's rough because there's obviously a big problem with a lot of Twitch's like infrastructure and their algorithm itself, but there's not another solution, honestly.
Well, the funny part is that a lot of people see the viewership as the most important element of streaming, where
Right.
for a lot of people, of course, it is. But when you add the ability to, for example, sign a contract with a company to say, hey, will you're going to give me this amount of money to stream on your platform, regardless of who's watching, then now you've got a whole nother ball game where viewership doesn't really count as much, which is the same reason why a person like Ninja, who was one of the fastest growing and leading streamers as far as viewership and subscribers went, decided to take basically a loss, in the way that it looks, when we all know that the money made up the difference.
Yeah, the
That's what
money
I was
and
gonna
all of
say.
his
Did he
other
take a loss?
contracts.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say, did he take a loss with that exclusive contract that he signed?
Well,
Because what
As
he was
far as
Monetarily,
money
stating,
no.
goes, probably not.
what he was stating for his reasons for leaving was that he was already losing viewership anyway.
Well, yeah, because he was at the top and he had grown so fast.
Yeah, you
I
can't
mean, he
really
went from
go up more.
he went from
Right.
like what, like around the number. I think it was around the
175,000 viewers
uh,
regularly.
that was at the top, yeah.
Yeah.
But he went from, in a year, averaging around what, like just below what Summit and Shroud and them were making, which was about 1 million subscribers,
Hmm.
to, like you said, over 175 million, which is insane. It's
Yeah.
an insane amount of growth to achieve in a year. But then you start seeing a drop in that, and it's like I was just saying, for you and I as streamers, that would be like a oh no moment. Whereas
Right.
for him, he went, okay, well, where else can I get money from? And of course, Mixer was
Right.
quick to extend the hand.
Of
oh
course they
yeah.
were.
Yeah.
Because Mixer is trying to they're up and coming. They're nowhere near as big as Twitch is, but
Hmm.
they're up and coming. I've known people who have jumped from Twitch to Mixer and then back to Twitch again because Mixer simply doesn't have all of the aesthetics that Twitch has come along with.
Yeah,
Right.
it's
Yeah.
it's
The
trying. It's
app
just
and
it's not there yet.
right.
Mm.
Yeah, but their trend as far as viewers is good.
Mhm.
It's actually very good. But it's just not, it just hasn't even approached where Twitch is at the moment. Even
Right.
now, when with like what you're saying, where people are saying that a lot of people are leaving,
Yeah.
the numbers have really not changed that much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he made mention, Ninja made mention is that I guess when he starts doing other projects, that's that a part of the reason for him moving to Mixer, and this is what he was mentioning in one of the articles, is that he was looking at life like beyond, I guess the streaming, the esports, whatever. He
Mhm.
was looking at life beyond that,
Yeah.
and he was like, in his time now, if he stepped away, when he stepped away for Twitch for 48 hours to do another project he had in mind,
Yeah,
his subscriber base dropped like 40,000 people, and then it was a grind all over again.
of course.
So
I mean
he
that
and
that
I
makes
guess
sense. When you're not
that
live, you're not getting anything. But if you're
Exactly.
taking a
right,
contract, then you have a consistent paycheck.
exactly.
So it makes sense, but it's also like I think that down the line, it's also still going to hurt him because right now, how many articles do we have? How many times have we seen him in the news since the Switch? How
Yeah.
much additional popularity and growth is he going to have?
Yeah.
We haven't seen anything, especially since
No.
like the New Year's thing from a year ago, whenever he was trying to get everybody to floss, and everyone was like, "Yeah, we've had enough dancing."
Yeah, thanks.
I don't see any
go
movement.
go
Crap.
pon on your other platform.
God, seriously.
I mean, and they even mentioned that some streamers have actually signed deals to stay with Twitch.
Yeah, Lyric
Mhm.
and a couple others. Yeah.
Dr.
Doc,
Lupo, they mentioned Tim the
Yes.
Tap Man.
Mm-hmm.
Doc Disrespect.
Yeah. So people like that, and I don't know. I'm sure you guys know, but a lot of people don't know is that a lot of people that left, like Courage and people like that, they were offered deals from Twitch. They just
Mm.
decided that the offers that they had gotten elsewhere were better.
Yeah,
And it may have not been necessarily monetary, although it definitely could have been. Most people don't know what the contracts even look like at this point. But there was someone supposedly that was involved directly in the drawing up of the contract that Ninja took with Mixer, and he said that the numbers were, in the 5 to 10 year range, and it was in the tens of millions of dollars.
Oh,
I
God,
mean,
yeah.
I couldn't disagree. I would take that too. Like that's a 5 to 10
Yeah.
year guaranteed paycheck.
Yeah.
Exactly. And if
Oh,
you're
yeah.
looking like most people are, like, in the entertainment industry, it's not about the one platform, People like Cardi B, for example, the reason they're blowing up is because they're bigger than just their music.
Mm.
So Ninja doing something like that is, well, again, it's kind of sad because a lot of people were wanting him to stay on Twitch, and they're very loyal to the platform, like I myself am.
Mhm.
They didn't want him to go. It's like, again, from a business standpoint, that's a really smart thing to do. So
Yeah. So it may have been a little bit misleading for them to say a mass Twitch exodus, because the only
absolutely.
thing that they do mention were like some of those big name streamers
Hmm.
like a Ninja and Shroud and Courage and Toast. And it doesn't like give those specific numbers to say, for instance, or a lower tier streamer like all of us would show. It doesn't say if any of those numbers have decreased or anything like that. They just mention those top names. So
Well, yeah,
it's
because those are
it's
the ones
not
that
an
are going to
exodus.
have larger amounts to visibly gauge between.
Yeah.
But
So I don't think it's an exodus. I just think it's spreading out.
the
You're
the initial topic at hand, though, the important part of that is the esports leagues
uh-huh.
jumping ship from Twitch, which are things that brought in hundreds of thousands of people every time that an event happened. Um,
Mm,
and they even would have those events at TwitchCon. Like we had the
Yeah.
Fortnite competitions and the League of Legends
right.
competitions when we went to TwitchCon. That all went on, and they've jumped over specifically to YouTube, and
Yeah.
signed a contract with that, which might make YouTube larger if they get their stuff together and they learn how to do their algorithm for the live streaming correctly.
Mhm.
Because that's
Oh man.
YouTube's big issue right now is like, because everyone jumps over and they'll watch a YouTube video. YouTube is one of the highest search engine platforms on the planet besides obviously Google, and
Yeah.
coincidentally obviously they're kind of owned by one another. So
Yeah.
if they could figure out the algorithm to correctly display like live channels like they do for video recommendations, it could be the biggest platform.
Hmm.
Yeah, because
Totally.
YouTube's algorithm is ass. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Moose.
Oh, no, no. I was and I want to hear this.
YouTube's algorithm is ass. I mean, because just this week or last week alone when we were streaming for charity and I played Monster Hunter, my
Mhm.
video got flagged for the in-game music from Monster Hunter.
Yep. That sounds totally accurate.
Yeah,
I can't
they're-
tell you when I was streaming Spider-Man, I can't tell you how many, like every video I played was flagged because of the in-game music for Spider-Man. I was like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
100 friggin' percent.
Yeah, their auto flagging bots are a little too extreme, and the way that their search algorithm works is not as great as well.
Oh god, no.
No, definitely not. But then again, if people were generating video content the way that on Twitch, the way that people generate it on YouTube, I feel like it would make more sense for those competitions to stay on Twitch as opposed to going to YouTube. But when it comes down to it, what a lot of people end up watching is not the live stream, although there's definitely an audience for that. People are going back and watching the highlights or
Yeah.
watching clips of the matches that they want to see.
Katie asked why I'm streaming on YouTube. I'm not streaming on YouTube. I use the restream so I can archive my videos in case I lose anything on Twitch. Because Twitch only still saves it for what, 7 days, 14 days, something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that. Like unless you're a Twitch
So
Prime and then they save it for like 3 months or something, then you can always re-upload
Yeah.
onto it too.
Yeah.
So all of my videos, even the ones I haven't clipped or highlighted to save on my Twitch page, are on my YouTube, stored on my YouTube page.
Yeah.
Yeah,
YouTube, and it's such a bummer though because you've been catching shit about their content ID system for how many years now?
Ever.
Like they still just we're making
Yeah.
money. Fuck you guys.
There's actually a new video out that I watched part of today. I need to finish watching it, but apparently the new hack, and I use the word hack as a meme.
Right.
But the new hack is to copyright claim your own videos.
Yeah.
Oh man. Big brain thinking right there.
gotta claim them before somebody else does.
You can't claim it if I claim it.
That's right.
Freaking exactly. Might as well.
So,
Can I make money off of copywriting it? Because then that's the biggest brain play.
yeah, if you monetize, if your video gets monetized, and then you copyright claim it, the person who claims it gets the money. So
Yeah.
who should get the money? You.
Just
So
double
claim
the
it.
money. Can I copyright claim everything? I'm gonna copyright claim Nintendo right now.
Oh, I don't know how to do that. I didn't say claim other people. I said claim your own shit.
I'm claiming everything. It's all mine now.
John are rolling out the massive PP plays.
That's
We gotta
right.
think bigger. We gotta think bigger. I'm copyright claiming Coca-Cola.
Yeah, don't be thinking small PP. Think big PP.
Think big PP.
Right. I'm copyright claiming all of China. Let's
I-
go.
You may want to wait till the Dos Equis virus is over.
Yeah, you don't want to get Stella Artois.
No, they're too busy with their panic right now. They can't worry about having to fight back on the copyright claim.
On a serious note, have you guys heard about like what's actually going on in this country right now? Like basically the streets are being patrolled by drones with bullhorns telling people that aren't wearing masks to put masks on.
Mm-hmm.
And the supply versus the demand of masks has made like the masks that you and I pick up out of a box on the wall in a hospital. They over there they cost like $300 US.
eBay.
So what you're saying is we can buy some
eBay,
I got a
masks.
masks that are made by Chinese people.
We can
I
buy
got a
some
box
masks
of
and mark
masks
up the
right
price.
here.
Yep.
That's marketing, baby.
Who are you gonna
Let's-
buy them from?
Let's go.
China?
No, they're in stores. They're already in stores.
They're
Yeah,
already in stores. Yeah.
Yeah, just go to your local Walmart, stock the fuck up, profit.
Yeah. Made in Wuhan. Wait a second.
Big brain plays.
Let me
We
put on
can-
this mask that's already got the coronavirus installed on it.
Yeah.
We can design it, put a Remnant Gamer design on it.
Why do all
Hey.
these masks smell like chloroform?
Why do all these masks smell like Corona? Wait.
Stay thirsty, my friends.
Dear God.
Yikes. Yikes.
We're some terrible humans.
Just to be clear, I hope everybody who has the disease gets better.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, yeah, we're fun and games here, so you got to have a little bit of laughter in your life, but we never wish any ill intent upon anybody, or at
Exactly.
least I don't. I can't speak for everybody else.
I
I'm
mean,
just talking about the people who have the virus.
Yeah.
If you don't have the
everyone.
virus, then
Yeah, everyone else
get the
can go
fuck outta
suck a
here.
dick.
Damn.
I mean, honestly, like,
Ah,
so the coronavirus itself is a little scary. I don't know if you guys actually have
it's
like
it's pretty scary. I have the
like
virus.
looked into the info on it, but it's basically exactly like when the SARS, not is it SARS? Was SARS the
Yeah.
other
Yeah.
coronavirus that was going around?
Oh,
We just don't
yeah.
have an actual name for this one yet. But it's an airborne like disease that came from animals, and SARS was bats who had this virus, and then they transferred the virus into cats that were being sold, and then those cats gave the people the virus, and that's how SARS started spreading. But they don't know what animal triggered or started this one because they cannot figure it out, and they can't figure it out in time before people die from it either.
Yeah.
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 They can't trace it back fast enough.
Mm-hmm.
So, but they have supposedly they have had a successful case in Canada where someone had contracted the virus and they were able to send them home to be monitored at home. Hopefully, they will
Yield
continue
positive.
to survive. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because
But
it
right now, their
pretty
outlook
much
is
shows
looking
up
good.
kind of like
There's a
pneumonia.
couple. Right.
Like it's a lot of just coughing and
it's a
respiratory
virus.
failure.
Right.
Yeah, but then of course respiratory failure is pretty either it's on or it's off, you're either making it or you're not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would never know if I have it because I have asthma. So I already have respiratory failure.
Oh,
Yeesh.
gee.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jonah is already hacking lungs, and
Ground zero right here.
that's probably you're a carrier. That's probably where it came from.
Hacking lungs.
I'm the animal.
So what
in.
what animal are you fucking, Jonah?
Which week?
Exactly.
Yeah. We'll never know.
Yeah, we gotta trace it back. I gotta
Could've
look at
been
my
a prank,
calendar.
bro.
All right, get your list together. We need to trace this outbreak back to the last animal.
Line up your body pillows for examination.
Yeah, it could have been the squid girl. Could have been one of those tentacle ones. I think there was a week where I had a thing
Squid
into.
girl not included in tentacle ones.
No.
Just being clear. Okay,
No.
all right, just checking.
Very different. One had
Very
the squid head thing, and the other one had tentacles.
I'm
Alright,
a fan of Lamia myself, but
Okay.
So we need to go out on a high note. We need a good topic.
Yeah,
Everything
yeah.
is such a downer for tonight.
Anyone have anything happy?
Any
Let's-
happy, joy.
Let's talk about something. What have you guys been playing this week? What has anyone gone through the backlog yet?
I've been playing with myself.
And we're out.
That's about as high as you can get right there.
That is the highest note possible.
Well,
you did leave that wide open.
as I mentioned earlier, I've been going through, and since Shadowlands is coming out sooner than later, not soon, but it's coming out eventually.
Mhm.
I'm trying to complete everything that I've been wanting to do in World of Warcraft before it comes out, so that I'm ready. So
How was
I've
that
been
going? I was
basically-
watching your Demon Hunter last night.
I've been leveling every single class to the max that I haven't already leveled, which would be essentially anything that's not Death Knight or Druid. So I'm doing a lot of tanking now, which I've never done tanking before. I'm enjoying it quite a bit, as a matter of fact. And Yeah, honestly, this is one game that right now I'm just really sinking my teeth into, and I couldn't be happier. I really enjoy it. I was thinking about World of Warcraft all day today.
That's
And,
good.
now I'm home enjoying it, watching the Super Bowl, and hanging out with you guys.
This is multitasking motherfucker.
Yeah, look at this guy.
That's all I do, bro.
I told him last night he just needs 6 screens, like log into different characters and just play them all at once.
I've already got 3. What about
All right.
you guys?
What about you guys?
Some game you're playing. Come on, let's hear it. Get it out there.
I
Spit it
can
out.
English.
Go,
I'm still
go.
on Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. I'm hoping to finish it out this week.
I mean,
think
positive
they
you
said,
did beat
if
Monster Hunter.
Yeah, I did beat Monster Hunter. I think they said Star Wars was like a 20-hour game if you do the main quest.
Yeah,
Nice.
something like that.
And I put 15 into it. So if I don't finish it by Tuesday, I may do like a surprise stream Saturday, just so I can
Hell
go
yeah.
ahead and knock it out and move on.
Bonus.
I got about I did a collection on my Twitch page, so I have about 10 videos, roughly hour and a half to 2 hours long on there. So
Hell yeah.
I think that's a good bit for a collection.
Yeah.
Nice.
Not too shabby.
So yeah, so far Monster Hunter and soon to be Star Wars. I'm gonna
Heck
put
yeah.
those on my list of backlog cleared.
Very nice. I started on Persona again, finally. So that is the next one I'm hoping to check off my list.
Which one? 5?
Yeah, Persona 5.
Gotcha.
And then, yes, Nier, I started Persona 5 just to make you happy. He was giving me shit for so long about not playing Persona 5.
Gotcha.
And then what else? What else did I? There's something else that I started. I'm halfway through the Kingdom Hearts DLC,
Nice.
but I have to level up to 99 in order to get to the rest of it. It actually hit a difficult wall for once.
That's
I'm
interesting.
so happy with it.
Nice.
You sound ecstatic.
Yeah, I'm working on. See, I'm back. I'm back in my cycle. Totally got it back. Like games, I want to like full clear, but then it's like, oh wait, I can work on more Ascension and Slay the Spire, and I am trying to actively beat Sekiro. I'm having a time with that.
How far are you now?
To be quite honest, I don't know. I'm having the hardest time figuring out where the hell I'm supposed to go.
Are you still in the first memory like we talked about the other day?
I finished the first memory, and then I just got like the spear arm attachment, killed some one-armed samurai, and I'm fighting a bunch of monks at some temple right now.
Does everyone else see Lat digitizing?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's freaking out right
He's-
now.
It was really
so
enjoyable because it
animated.
was just his head that was digitizing and his body was doing this weird little shimmy. I was like,
And
oh
now-
boy.
Yeah, now he's full blown like
Yeah.
hacker
glitching out.
man. Good
Good
lord.
And
Look at him.
the internet heard us talking about Watch Dogs earlier and Lat got hacked.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm in.
Let's one turn into a Cyberpunk 2077 ad.
This is that viral marketing campaign.
Yeah. I know.
Good lord. So yeah, and then working my way through Monster. So it's like bouncing between those 3 right now. And
Nice.
since you can't truly beat Slay the Spire, I'm trying to put less effort into that. Monster Hunter and Sekiro, but
I mean, you
just love
can't
Slay the
truly
Spire so
beat
much.
Monster Hunter either, but
Granted, you can kill all the things at least.
yeah. Until they
So
release
there's-
more things in it, which they're releasing more things in it next month. This month, it's
Yeah.
February. This month.
Yeah.
They're releasing,
the Resident Evil event.
Well, the Resident Evil event, they're also bringing back 2 fan favorites and then adding new
Yeah,
variations of
Rajang.
2 of the other ones. Oh yeah, Rajang's coming to PC too.
Prepare your buttholes, PC users.
Whoa. I don't have a butthole.
Damn.
Are you are you like a worm? Do you like poop out of your mouth?
Huh? No, it just disappears.
No moral compass and no asshole.
Just, I mean, what can I say?
Yeah, just like a worm.
Huh? Thanks, man. I'll be there soon.
All right, well,
Seems like it's dinner time.
it is dinner time. And luckily we ended on a nice high note of backlogs.
There you go.
Hells yes.
Hashtag don't die in February.
Kitty shaking
Right.
booty in the air.
Oh, I do know the gif, Near. I know what you're talking about. The one with the shack with the shoulder shrug.
Oh, yeah.
And then it's just the cat shaking its butt in the air.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's the one.
That's the one.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I know what you're talking about.
Audio listeners, I'm so sorry for not being able to physically give you this through audio. But just imagine us shimmying. That's all
Yes,
you need.
audio listeners can jump into our Discord and see the clips.
There you go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Give it a shimmy and a shake.
One day we're just gonna release a video where it's just an hour of us shimmying the whole time.
I'm cool with that.
Damn it, that's like the damn Pokemon video that the Detective Pikachu video that Ryan Reynolds leaked.
Yeah, that was the best. Fucking leak of here's the whole Detective Pikachu movie on YouTube. Watch it before it's deleted.
Oh my god.
That thing went crazy.
It got me. It got me, and then I posted it in the Discord, and it got everyone else.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I gotta fuck everyone with this. I can't be the only one.
Yep. I can't be the only one getting penetrated tonight.
Exactly.
So, any last words before we all head off to dinner time?
Send me a friend request on Blizzard so I can we can play some World of Warcraft together.
Yes.
Send me a DM for what kind of cosplay foot pics you want.
There you go.
We'll make a straw poll.
Hell yes. Bring it back.
Moose,
Well,
Lab,
alright,
any last
everyone.
words?
Well, all right, everybody. This has been another thrilling rendition of the Gary Oldman inverted rodeo. Chase the clowns and the clowns chase the crowd. We hope you had a lovely evening. Who are you fuckers?
My name is Servo.
Gary Oldman.
I'm confused.
Hi, confused. I'm Servo.
Hi, Servo. I'm Dad.
Oh.
Oh, we got one Phantom Thieves Jono Foot calendar.
There we go.
Yes.
I'll dress it up
No,
just
Near,
like Joker.
You're breathtaking.
Yes, taking all of my breath forever,
Mhm.
hopefully.
Exactly.
Hopefully. All right, any last words from you?
Diversify your bonds.
Hit that
Ooh.
follow button. Damn it.
Yeah, we're
That
we are
too.
very close to affiliate now. So
Yeah,
don't
we
forget to
actually
follow.
Unless
And
you're already following, then don't hit the follow button.
no, you
If you're
you
already
unfollow and then
following,
follow
if you
again.
already follow. If you're already following, bring a friend.
There you go. Send a link to somebody. Send
Bring
it to
2
your aunt.
friends.
She hasn't heard from you in a long time.
Bring 2 friends. Are they cute? Get at me. I got foot calendars. What you want? Let them know.
What you need.
Let them know.
What you need.
What up, girl? You like feet? I got feet.
I can diversify those feet.
Diversify.
I think we need to go ahead and get this foot calendar off the table and get it done and over with.
Yeah, it needs
Get
to
it
be
off the
off the
table,
table
bring
and
it
onto the
on the
walls.
So
No,
we
in the
need
garbage can.
somebody. We need somebody to make little
Somebody.
cosplay outfits for Jono's foot.
Mhm.
We got any seamstresses in the crowd? Or
So
seamsters?
we just need 12, and we can dress his foot up, and then have somebody draw
Wait.
like a background. What's up?
Oh,
Well,
damn it! I'm
12.
stupid
12.
and slow.
One for each month.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about one for each toe.
No. I said foot. I didn't say toe. I said
What's
foot.
wrong with your toes?
I don't know what the hell I'm
He's
doing.
been saying foot calendar the whole time.
He wants each toe to be a different character.
Dog.
Who the fuck has 12 toes?
This toe is Disco, and this toe is Sneaky.
God damn it.
How many fucking
And
pigs would
his
go into
toe
market
is-
if you had 12 toes?
Oh my God. You could do a lot. You could do a lot with 12 toes.
What
Yeah,
extra
like-
could you do with toes? What do you do with your toes?
What
Like
don't
pick
you
up
do?
bath towels that fall
If
on
you
the
have to
floor.
ask Jono, you're not thinking hard enough.
Oh,
Guys,
dear God.
guys, we're
Global, not
we're-
local.
we're wrapping now. That's what's happening.
We're
Jesus
Remnant
Christ, I'm
Gamers.
dying.
Thank you for
We're-
joining us.
Don't forget
Have
to
a
follow us on
wonderful
social media.
night.
We're on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. You can also find us on all of your favorite audio platforms. We love you. Holy shit.
No offense to everyone with 12 toes out there.
Exactly.
Except
Or
for
11
you.
toes.
You know who you are.